Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is your host Thomas Tyree from On the Hot Podcast. Today, I have some bonus content for you guys. The bonus content we'll be covering today will be in the sport of football inside the college football world. In today's bonus segment, I'll be sharing my biggest surprises of the 2024 college football regular season. So, these are my big four surprises this year in college football. Starting off with my biggest surprise, number one, is the Indiana Hoosiers being undefeated this college football season. Now, Indiana has been one of the best stories of the college football season thus far, this 2024 college football regular season. I mean, they started off the season so far 10-0. They're the fifth best team in the country today, and this is their best start that Indiana has had in their program's history since 1967. Curt Cignetti, their new head coach, has done a tremendous job changing the culture and putting this program back on the map and making them an established threat to anybody in college football. A top five team for what they were a year ago. Curt Cignetti has everything to be proud of, and he just got a brand new 8-year extension after the work that he's done and laying the foundation in his first year being at Indiana. So I think he should win Coach of the Year for the phenomenal job that he's done with Indiana this year. Now, their quarterback, Curtis Rourke, he's done a great job at the quarterback position. If he declares for the NFL draft, I have him as a top 6, top 8 quarterback emerging in this 2025 NFL draft class. And he's played really good. I mean, he's got 21 passing touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He's very accurate in the pocket. He's got a good arm and can move around the pocket, scramble, get your first downs when needed, like Curt Cignetti, their head coach, like is to describe the quarterback. If they beat Ohio State this weekend, playing the third best team in the country, oh my gosh, the sky's the limit for Indiana, because not only that, but they would officially punch their ticket to the college football playoffs, no doubt, if they defeat Ohio State this weekend. But regardless, win or lose, being 10-0, best start since 1967 to the college football, to their program in college football. I got to say, Indiana's been one of the best stories and one of my biggest surprises of the college football season. Now, next big surprise is Army. Army is 9-0 this college football season, even though Army plays in a smaller conference, the American Athletic Conference. Being 9-0 at the collegiate level in Division I football, that has to be very impressive, and they're a top 25 team right now. Army, when was the last time they've been a top 25 team? I can't recall it other than this college football season. So, and this is an Army program that doesn't believe in NIL deals. They don't do NIL deals. And they really don't believe in the transfer portal. They don't really put much time and effort into the transfer portals like these other top 25 teams do. And NIL deals, they don't give out NIL deals with Army. So I only got 1 or 2 players that came from the transfer portal that are part of this Army team this college football season. This Army team, this program believes in hard work and dedication. And that's what they've been banking on all year long to start off 9-0 to the college football season. So it's pretty cool for a team that basically runs a high school offense. I mean, runs the flexbone offense, that the flexbone running of style offense, to be a top 25 team with the triple options and things like that. If they upset Notre Dame, they got to play Notre Dame this weekend. Notre Dame is the 9th best team in the country. That would be one of, if not the biggest win in Army's history, defeating Notre Dame and possibly stamping yourself, moving up even higher in the college football rankings if they are to defeat Notre Dame this weekend. So definitely Army has a cool story. They're one of the best, my biggest surprises this college football season. Now, next is Colorado's big turnaround. Colorado has had a tremendous turnaround this college football season. Colorado, from what they were last year, they started off the season 4-8, and now they are a ranked team in the college football this year. Guys like Deion Sanders, Shedeur Sanders, Travis Hunter, and so many others have a lot to be proud of for the work, the hard work, the dedication, and the foundation they led at Colorado, because they have done a complete, the pages have definitely turned at Colorado this year for the better, and all 3 of those guys deserve their credit, as long as with everybody else that's put the hard work and dedication to turning around Colorado this year. Now, from what I watched, I remember earlier in the season, I remember watching Colorado, and I watched the first game against North Dakota State, and I thought this team is just going to be as bad as what they were last year with the bad offensive line. They had that embarrassing loss on the road against Nebraska also earlier this year, where the finger was being pointed and the losses. I thought Colorado was just going to find themselves back to where they were from last year. But the offensive, despite still having a bad offensive line, they still got some holes in this roster. They've been fun to watch for how they turn things around. They're a top 25 team, and with some help and winning, and with some help, and if they can win the Big 12, they got a legitimate chance of going to the college football playoffs. So a lot to be proud of for Colorado this year. And then one of my biggest surprises. Now, last but not least, it's the emergence of Ashton Jeanty, running back from Boise State. Now, Ashton Jeanty has been one of the biggest surprises to me this college football season. I mean, the man is an incredible running back. He's putting Boise State on his damn back on a weekly basis offensively to help them win ball games, and they have a chance of making the college football playoffs this year. And despite that, Ashton Jeanty has put together a true Heisman a true case to win the Heisman Trophy award this year. So Ashton Jeanty has it all as a running back. He's a powerful running back. He's got the speed, the athleticism, the vision in the backfield to get behind the offensive line when they create holes for him. He's got great vision at the running back position. And truly, this has been the best running back prospect in college football since Bijan Robinson played with the Texas Longhorns a few years ago. I mean, Ashton Jeanty this season is averaging 7.4 yards per carry. Now, I don't really see why we are having a big discussion of who should win the Heisman. Ashton Jeanty is my vote. And the only legitimate reason why you can have guys like Travis Hunter or Cam Ward over him is because of the competition that Boise State plays. He unfortunately can't change that. And if it were up to him, he would be playing better competition. But the reason why Ashton Jeanty should win the Heisman this year, look at his rushing yards and his rushing touchdowns and in his first 10 games. He is doing that over the first 10 games over guys like Derrick Henry, what he did at 2015 with Alabama in his first 10 games, more rushing yards, more rushing touchdowns, more than what Mark Ingram did in 2009 with Alabama, more rushing yards, more rushing touchdowns in his first 10 games, and what Reggie Bush did in 2005 at USC in his first 10 games, more rushing yards, more rushing touchdowns. And those running backs went on to win the Heisman Award. And Ashton Jeanty nearly has 30 rushing touchdowns, nearly has 2,000 yards rushing. I don't care how many times he touches the ball. It's impressive, and I believe he should win the Heisman Award this year. But those are my 4 biggest surprises of the college football season. That is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. This is your host, Thomas Tyree, signing off. And I'll see you guys on next week's episode.